Politics don't line up so well these days.
I would imagine not. Are you still friends?
We're still friendly. We don't talk as much.
That suck.
Well, we sat down recently. We were talking about gun control. I'm like,
oh no.
Yeah, and I'm like, Cheryl, she's like, no one in this town will, country artists will talk to me about it. This, and I'm like, if you want gun control, you should move back to L.A. or New York City. It's very prevalent there. That's just not kind of the Tennessee way of life. I was like, and the scary thing about it is like, I could say like, okay, common sense gun law. If we actually had one to keep guns out of mentally disturbed people, I could take a serious look at that. Yeah. And I know the NRA is going to be all over for that. I don't fucking care. I can honestly take a serious look at that. But the problem that I see in it is as soon as this common sense gun law is passed, written up by attorneys and people in politics that none of us can really understand, they throw in some mumbo jumbo. First thing's going to happen is, did you see that crazy shit Kid Rock was saying? And he was blackout drunk in his honky tonk. He's not mentally stable. We need to take his guns away. You know what I mean? It's like, where does that line get crossed and back and forth, one 100%. Side or the other? That's the problem with the common sense law. It's like everybody doesn't have fucking common sense.
That's a very good point. It's also a very good point that you can get experts to lie. We saw that during COVID.
Yep.
You can get experts to lie. And if you have mental health experts that decide that you're unstable for a political reason, for any reason.
I could go out and find, 10 people, a conglomerate of 10 people that hate Joe Rogan.
Yeah, easy.
And get them to all...
You could say I'm mentally unstable,
right,
for sure.
Get the same shit
probably
together.
admitted to being mentally unstable
right.
in some ways. But it's not... You can't let people define that because... You're going to get people that are just using it to take away your rights. And then they're going to, once they have that, now they push past a certain line, they're going to push even further. It might get to a point where you're not allowed to have knives anymore. It might get to a point where you can't have a sword in your house.
What was their argument for years? Why would you need an AR-15 with a 30-round clip, right?
Yeah.
One word,
30 people breaking into your house.
One word answer. Israel.
Right. It's a great answer. That was one of the craziest things I saw somebody tweet about Ukraine. All you people with AR-15s, you should be donating them to Ukraine. Like, do you not see what the fuck you're saying? We know that this is a real possibility with human beings, that they can invade places and shoot people up. That's a real thing. And you want us to be unprepared?
How do we protect our politicians so well and our courthouses
exactly.
and everything else?
Exactly.
We can't do this for our schools.
These anti-gun politicians are being protected by people with guns, brave people with guns,
and they live behind gates and walls.
Exactly, and they're protected, and they're getting away with pushing this nutty agenda. And what you need is better law enforcement, better trained, more law enforcement. But the problem is,
who wants to be a fucking cop these days?
Yeah.
They've made that a popular sport.
Yeah, they fucked that up hard.
Gosh.
It'll be a long time before that recovers.
I'm not saying every cop's good. There's good and bad in everything, as we all know, that have a smidge of common sense. You're going to get bad actors in anything. Anything in life.
But
overall, when your kid can't breathe and you call 911 and that cop shows up.
Yes. Or someone's holding someone hostage. Or you need someone rescued, or there's a real problem. Someone's shooting up a store,
shooting up a school, and you see those cops in Nashville go running in there. They were trained in the military, not knowing what they're going to face. God bless them.
Exactly, and those are the kind of people that you should fucking praise. That's most cops,
and it's not the private schools. My granddaughter goes to a private school. They have security there. They're taking precautions. Says, what about the people that can't afford private school, which is the majority of this country?
Yeah.
What are we doing for them? Politicians all talk about it. Like,